This is my sister. Wife. A strong woman. Dedicated to her own quest for truth. She's a woman who loves truth more than she's ever loved me.
I love him. Really.
She says she loves me. Let that be enough.
He says he loves me, but it's not enough. A person has to love truth more than anything. A person must exist alone and apart without reference to anyone in order to define oneself as a person. Once strong alone, a person can be stronger with love.
I define myself with loving her. Do I really love her? I don't know. She's disappointed me too often. What else is there to live for but love?
I've worked for love. I want to love, and to be loved irrevocably, inconsolably, undyingly. I want to be swept away by passion, but I cannot force the issue with life.
Life is not an issue, a question, or a quest.
He must let me love him in my own way. He must have patience. He must wait for love to possess me again. Only then will he know me. By knowing me, he will come to love the truth that is in me.
There must be finality in love. It must be, absolutely, and finally. I want to give myself up to my love for her. It's her small gestures that I love the most. In her small gestures, she reveals herself purely and simply. I love her absolutely.
But without permanence.
Nothing in life is permanent.
Not even truth is permanent.
She's a cynic. Incurable.
Inevitable.
Now she's reading. I watch her reading. Night after night. Living beside me, but not with me. With me, but not of me. Alone and apart from me. I want to crush her in my arms. Murder her with passion. I want to kill the truth in her. The truth that she can live without me. For that reason, I hate her.
I love his hatred. It is the proof of his love. It makes his love more believable somehow, makes it real and true. I could not believe that he loves me unless I believed that he hated me too, because I know I am worthy of his hatred. But can he ever know and love the part of me that has no connection with him?
I've tried to understand her. Her impetuous moods, her frenetic energy, her self-annihilation and denial, her need for truth and her negation of me. I'm bewildered by that part of her that has no connection with me. How can I ever grasp the totality of this woman? How can I give her what she wants and still preserve my own integrity? I want her to understand this.
I have no desire to understand him anymore. I have no passion left for him. I don't know why he goes on living. I don't know why he stays with me. He's not even hateful to me anymore. I am indifferent. It matters nothing to me whether he is here or not.
I don't know why I stay with her. I want to help her find herself. I want her to help me find myself. We didn't know ourselves when we got married. We were in love. We thought it would be that way forever. I was successful. I wanted a family.
I had my own career when I married him, but he wanted children.
The first year of the marriage was wonderful. The boy changed everything. She gave up on me when he was born. She loved him to exclusion. Why did it have to be that way? Why couldn't she love both of us?
A woman cannot love a man who is inconsistent. He did not know how to be gentle and tender with me. In the second year of our marriage, I had a baby. I loved my little boy more than anything in the world. I had more love in me than I ever realized. He grew inside me. He was warm and heavy inside me. But he kicked his way out too soon. Like most men, he was impatient to be born.
I used to lay my head on her belly and listen to his pulse. His faint and faraway signal which said, "Let me out of here." He wanted to join us both, to come into the world and be part of both of us.
Yes, it's true. I wanted him all to myself. I sobbed when he was torn from me. He came out too soon. He was as sensitive as an open wound. Why couldn't he have just stayed inside me?
He was born too soon, and he was sickly. But she loved him all the more.
Of course I knew he wouldn't live long. He was so frail, his eyes so big and full of wonder. He loved to listen to music. He slept deepest when it was raining. His little fingers twitched when he was dreaming.
She started ignoring me, gave all her love to the child. Wasn't he my son, too?
What can a man know about having a child? It's the ultimate love. No man can experience that.
I wanted her to share him with me. I wanted to be able to love him. But she came between us.
His death deadened my feelings. I knew I could never love anyone or anything again.
Her passion died with him. It was as though she'd fallen through a hole in space. She was lost. It was impossible for me to reach her. It was as if I had killed him.
Nothing could touch me anymore. Not love, not pain, nothing.
When we buried him, I saw her eyes. I knew there was no love left in her. Now she wants to love me in her own way. I know her own way means growing old together. I don't want to grow old without love.
The colder I become, the more he needs me. It's perverse, but the more he needs me, the colder I become. I know it's cruel, but the more he needs me, the more I despise him.
Just be yourself, she says. What is that? I would do anything to make her love me. Be myself. That's the hardest thing. I should leave her. But I don't have the courage to live without her. Who would I be without her?
He is not a man anymore with the power to excite me. He is a bittersweet memory. I am in mourning for the failure to fulfill the potential of who we are and what we could have become. He made me feel alive once.
She eclipses me when I'm with her. She used to bring out the best in me. Now I cease to exist when we're together. How did it happen? How did I become so dependent on her? She's the source of my power, and I'm hooked on her like a junkie. I hate what I've become. She's turned me into what I am. She's destroyed the man I once was. And I hate her for it.
We are like fire and water, or a force, and the absence of a force. One of us will be destroyed. One of us will cease to exist. It's inescapable. Truth must prevail.
We're chained together. If one of us plunges, the other plunges with him.
I must free myself of him. I must destroy him if necessary. I am the stronger, and I must survive. If there's any truth to existence, the stronger must survive.
Life is not an issue, a question, or a quest. The truth and its opposite are not compatible. But they can both survive.
Truth is not created or destroyed. It is only changed.
The truth is that there is only destruction and birth. Out of the ashes, the phoenix rises in triumph over death.
Change is the only constant in life. I must free myself of him.
I must be free of her. If one of us plunges, the other plunges with her.
Without him, I can live again.
Without her, I can be born again.
He does not complete me. He ends me.
We are not the completion of each other. I won't be incomplete without her. It won't be impossible to live without her.
It is impossible to live with him. It is impossible to live one more day with him.
One more day with her would kill me. I must say something to her to show her that I'm strong. Are you awake?
Please hold me. You won't ever leave me, will you?
Leave you? No, darling. That's something I would never do. I'd rather die than leave you.